Verse 34 again from the top, Baruch 2 and 30. With an oath unto their fathers,
Right.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob,
Right.
and they shall be lords of it.
Rulership where you're gonna have Hamitic people, Japhetic people, Moabites,
All the ites.
all the ites just ruling. No. That ain't what the throne of David was rooted in. The throne of David was rooted in King David, all right, and King Solomon ruling over the children of Israel and establishing order, a government, issuing forth the law. So when the kingdom of heaven is set up on earth, we're going to issue, under who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, we're going to issue forth the law. That's what this world is lacking, is the law and order. So Yahweh Shai is coming to set up law and order.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is Psalms 138:1. I will praise thee with my whole heart. Before the gods will I sing praise unto thee. I will worship toward thy holy temple and praise thy name for thy loving kindness and for thy truth. For thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name.
Read that in the NLT, that scripture right there, that last part.
I bow before your holy temple as I worship. I praise your name for your unfailing love and faithfulness, because your promises are backed by all the honor of your name.
So the IUIC uses the scripture to say, well, he put his word above his name, so we don't need the name. Which is goofy, because if he put his word above his name, well, doesn't he still have a name?
Right.
But
Right.
what that's saying is that ultimately we know that he is by what happens, because his word comes to pass, proving that he is Yahweh.
And it was talking about those promises in particular, that oath. He put his word on the nation of Israel. He put his word on Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that these things would be done. And because his name is Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we know that that's going to be fulfilled, man. There's no other entity that has a name that when you say something, it's that secure. All right? Now, when your word is good in the streets, your name is glorified.
Right.
Everybody knows that when he says something, it gets done. Period. He does what he says he's going to do, man. That's what actually magnifies your name.
Right.
Is by keeping your word.
The quality of something, like the product. You be like, oh, that's Johnson. What? That's this and that. Yeah, I wearing this because that helps.
Like that was Frank Lucas movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was like, no, we're not gonna put no other name on it. It's gonna be this.
It's gonna be
You
this.
know what I'm saying? I don't say shit. Didn't my shit be in Blue Mansion, and just like Pepsi shit be in Pepsi. There ain't no other shit in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Isaiah 55:11, it says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall...
When the Most High says something, it's done. So when he told Abraham that I'm going to bless you and all your seeds, and this is how it's going to go down, through a dispensation of time, that's how it's going to go down.
Right.
Point blank, period.
Yep.
All right?
And that's just like we was talking about it the other day. When Abraham was told that his seed was gonna go in slavery under another nation, he didn't have no idea that his great grandsons was gonna sell another great grandson into slavery. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know how it was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. That's the thing when it comes to prophecy. It's a build up to what you're seeing.
Yeah.
And then it comes a point to where you're like, oh, this is what it's talking about.
You in it now. Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
got you.
saying?
Yep.
Read it again. Isaiah 55:11, it says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void.
You know what I'm saying? So for the Lord to say he's gonna send his son to redeem his people, it's gonna play out how the Lord wanted to play out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even Yahweh Shai don't have the exact time or date that it's gonna happen.
Right.
He just know it's gonna happen because he know what to look for.
Trust me. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
You see, so all these different things that everybody else with a Bible is going into, it's not based off truth. It's not based off prophecy.
Amen.
See, they not. It ain't no way based on the scriptures that we just gonna float around heaven all day.
Naked.
You see what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
It ain't no way that this M to the O to the T to the B ain't gonna be pushed on the people.
Yep.
And they gotta make a decision. It ain't no way,
No way.
you know what I'm saying, that the Lord ain't coming back with the chariots to destroy.
Yo.
You know?
He disobeyed, but the Lord is still gonna keep his promise though. That's the point being made, and that's why people get mad. You know, they look at us in the condition that we in, proverbs, bywords. You know, our women are set up over us and all of that. But that doesn't change the fact that the word's Lord is gonna stand, man. We're gonna have rulership over the heathens in the kingdom of heaven.
right.
Okay, that's part of that promise.
Simple. Yep.
I gotta know that.
And this kingdom gotta go down first.
Exactly.
You see? So we're not in the business of skipping the prophecy. We can't skip prophecies.
Right.
You see, why y'all always talking about the MOGB? Why y'all always talking about taking the trouble? Because it's coming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the
can't skip- you can't skip.
Because it's coming.
Right.
You're not going to be able to say you didn't know.
Right.
You know?
Right, and there will be a government in the kingdom of heaven. Like a lot of you Christians on that fairy tale madness of what the kingdom of heaven gonna look like. There will be an actual ruling body on the planet Earth.
That's what I'm saying. And it's off as y'all are. You know what I'm saying? You're not even going to go to a place where you burn forever. You know?
Not even close.
Even as wrong as the Christians are, they not going to burn forever, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
And then we just gonna be floating around, man. But this is Psalms 2:8. It says, "Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession."
That's what I'm saying. When you pray to the Heavenly Father and you come to the Lord's Prayer in that portion where it says, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven," you asking for the heathen.
Yeah.
Because that's what the Lord wants. It's the Lord's good pleasure to put the heathen under Yahweh Shai's feet along with the rest of the sons of the Most High. You know, that's a promise. That's the way he set it up.
In the uttermost parts of the earth
You
for
know?
our possession, having land.
There you
the
go.
land of Canaan.
It's better that Moab is ruled over.
Yeah.
Look what they've done now with
Man.
being free.
Elon.
They
Man.
got you eating chicken,
Squid,
crab
all
legs,
whatever.
yeah, you know what I'm
And that's a trip out when whether it's the end of or all the heathen and all that. They feel that they're at liberty when they can eat some bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Or they can flaunt their sexuality. It's all flesh. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Amen got a whole festival where they just walk around with phallic symbols, dressed up as a phallic symbol.
Come on, man.
With black phallic symbols too.
But that's your freedom.
A BBC festival. It's weird.
That's your freedom. With all this freedom that you've been given, that's what you want to do with it?
Strange.
No, these people need to be locked up.
They need
Yeah.
to be, they don't need to be free.
Right. They need to be put into captivity and
I
told what
tell
to
you,
do.
hit all upside the damn head.
Yeah.
Processing center.
Hey, you find that out even today in the simple shit at your job. You go to your job, you realize,
People do, yeah.
really, I need to just tell everybody what to do.
Yeah.
And
Horrible
and it will operate better, bro.
Horrible
Everybody's
operation.
disordered,
Man.
man.
Oh man, tell me about it.
People are simple, man. The earth needs new management, man.
Yahweh Shai, like we said earlier, he's going to set up a theocracy on the planet Earth, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to have to abide to the will of the Heavenly Father.
Like I said, what's the reward for good work? More work.
Yep.
Yep.
Prophecy.
Yep. Because if the work stopped, that means you messed up.
The whole thing shut down, man.
This is Isaiah 2:2. It says, "And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains."
This is a promise. This is the Most High putting His word out there that something's going to be accomplished and done.
right.
And because His name is Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we know it's going to get done. Go ahead.
And the mountain is talking about governments, like we was talking about earlier, man. There's going to be a government.
Yeah, it's not going to just be stacking literal
Yeah.
mountains on top of each other.
Yeah. Because heaven has always been this gray area under you Christians, where you die and do G's get to go? Do G's get to go to heaven?
Man.
Do heaven got a ghetto? So you just gonna be floating around and you float. Damn, it's a ghetto?
Yeah. With that
A
bandana
liquor
tied
store,
around.
bandana, yeah.
Well,
No.
that's what brought Christianity. That's why Christianity's been under fire since the Great Awakening of the Israelites. Because definitive answers are being put out there of the Scripture.
Right.
Okay? People are looking for definitive answers, and that's what's coming out. That's why they come, watch all of our videos, and then try to reconstruct it back into Christianity.
Right.
And they try to sound smart to their congregation. Oh, I didn't know what that meant.
Right. Well, Greek words?
Yeah.
My pastor going to the Greek.
Yeshua is his name.
Yeah, now there's a Yeshua spirit out there. Yehoshua, you know, that spirit is out there. All of that came off of the backs of the men of the Lord, man. And it's not of us. It just shows you that the Most High is real through His only begotten Son. That power has changed the whole course of thinking when it comes to the Bible. Now people are taking the Bible serious. Before the Israelites got on YouTube, when we got on YouTube, Christians was walking Leon's first steps. The baby, the dog, the cat,
showing the pet frog,
celebrating Christmas together. Y'all wasn't on the YouTube talking about the Bible.
I heard of YouTube, but I had never been on it before the elders
was
popped
no
up.
reason to be.
Yeah.
There was one red pill dude,
I was on there.
This is one.
okay, a light-skinned cat. You know what I'm saying? So the Israelites have changed the whole course of thought
Change the algorithm.
through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai algorithm. Now everybody's into prophecy. And people are making money off of this stuff.
Right.
We ain't came, although you got Israelites out there that do that, we've just done the work. The reward is coming for us. We know it.
That's right.
We ain't got you ain't got no GMS t-shirt, all right, a Great Awakening hat from us. You got the word, because that's what's gonna get you to believe and fear, is the word.
Hold on, real quick. Read this real quick.
This is Hebrews 6 and 10. It says, for God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love.
He's not unrighteous to do that. He's going to keep his word as far as his promise for those who commit themselves to the ministry. That's why apostles are hard and other apostles and bishops are so adamant
Get you some smells
about
over
once you
here.
cross
Go
over
on
to
ahead.
this ministry,
Sweet some of
being
them things.
diligent about the works. Because they have a whole heart full of assurance and hope and faith that the Most High is going to keep his word.
A more sure word of prophecy.
Abraham. That's the faith of Abraham.
He literally was holding that scripture. We're going to get into it.
We're gonna get
That's the spirit. Go ahead.
All right? Which ye have sued toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And we desire that
That
everyone...
you minister to the saints and do minister. All right, so this work that brothers is doing towards obtaining this promise, the Most High is not no whole ass nigga.
Right, like when it says we're ministers of the new covenant,
Yeah.
that means we're serving in order for it to be brought forth.
Yeah. The Most High is not just some jackboot nigga at the barbershop that say, I got you.
Right.
I got you, I promise, bro. Good for it.
Oh man.
No, he's going to fulfill his promise.
That's right.
Okay?
All right, Hebrews 6 and 11. And we desire that every one of you do shew the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end.
Boom. So it should be mindful of what? To grind it on out.
Yeah.
Right?
Whoa, second Ezra, what? The 7th chapter? It talks about the righteous and the wicked. They're going to suffer straight things. But the righteous going to have hope for the wide. They understand it as a reward at the end of the trouble that they catch. At the end of the hell that they catch. These people in the world, they don't really know that for sure. But if you've been given the gift of faith like the elders going into, you know, you like, hey, this shit ain't for nothing. You see? These people don't have that. So when it comes down to it, they're not going to have the gas in the tank to push through.
Let's go. Right.
Read that again for you?
No, is that more?
That's it.
You go back. You want to get back?
No, let's go back to this promise right here, and then that's going to lead it back into that.
This is Isaiah 2 and 2. It says, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
That the chief government that Yadaka was talking about. Go ahead.
And many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths.
The righteous world economic forum.
Yeah.
All right. The righteous international coalition to get the nations on point.
Right.
Okay.
And why ain't that enough?
Well, hold on, just 1 second.
Quick question. It says teach us, right? So that can't be a part of the new covenant if we teaching them.
No, I mean,
Point blank period.
that's just good sense, right? That's good sense.
And it's going to say that later down.
Oh,
We're not going to teach each other,
God.
but the heathen nations. That's what we get taught. We're going to have the laws in our inward parts according to Jeremiah.
Why Jacob afraid to proclaim that? Damn, y'all niggas.
This nigga scared.
We're going to be teaching heathens, man. continuing on, it says, "For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem." The law's going to be in full effect, all right, King?
Yeah, the world ordinances is a promise. It's a promise that we're going to be ruling the nation of Israel, the elect. All right, the chief government are going to be dictating everything that's going to be going on in the earth. That's a promise from the Heavenly Father. We're reading about it.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 4, "And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people."
Rebuke many people. What that means, correct them. That means put them in order.
It's common
That means
sense.
this is how it's going to be done. All right? Go ahead.
"And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks."
They're not going to be going to war with one another. They're going to be facilitating economic upgrowth and movement. Okay? That's what that's talking about. What you got, Jim?
And it also points to the fact that this is after the kingdom of heaven is established.
I was gonna
That's
ask
the
you that.
opposite of
Yep.
Joel, the 3rd chapter.
Yep,
We're
yep,
talking
yep.
about the war of Armageddon, showing you that it's after that takes place.
Yeah.
You see, that's all.
Flourish in GDP. It says,
That's right.
"And neither
That's right.
shall they learn of war anymore."
That's right.
That's the point.
And that's the thing. These self-proclaimed Christians, when it comes to the spirit, the testimony of Jesus Christ is the spirit of prophecy. So if you even put it in there verbatim, Jesus Christ is expecting you to prophesy of his second coming, man.
Right.
Y'all ain't doing that.
Y'all celebrating his birthday, which that's not commanded unto you in the Bible.
One scripture on
But
that.
y'all don't want to talk about his coming to end this current age.
Yeah, you mad because you didn't get what you wanted for Jesus' birthday. Ain't that something?
Right.
You didn't get
Niggas
what
be
you
mad.
wanted for Jesus' birthday.
Niggas
So
stop talking.
that's crazy,
I saw
man.
that clip of the lady taking down her Christmas tree because she didn't have no gifts.
Damn.
Everybody tired of your ass.
Finish.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the
Buddy.
this is the book of Hebrews 6 and 13.
Okay, yeah, it's the spirit.
Oh, you already read it?
We didn't read down into that.
For when God made promise to Abraham,
No, this is beautiful.
because he can swear by no greater, he swore by himself.
Oh, yeah, we should have read that. We stopped at 12, didn't we?
Yeah, I think
Man,
that was the point.
Let's call it. Read that again.
Yep. Hebrews chapter 6.
Elder Yahshua
And
Mama was
13.
right here.
For when God made promise to Abraham, because he can swear by no greater, he swore by himself.
He swore by himself, man. He said, my word is good. My name is good out chump.
Put it on
I
me.
swear on myself that this promise is going to get done. Okay?
Right.
So when you read up, it talks about that labor of love toward the ministry of preaching this promise that's set to come. And how the Most High is faithful that you're gonna get that reward.
Right.
He swore on himself. He made an oath on his own name that this is gonna get done.
Yep.
It has to get done.
Right.
And we're watching it happen right before our face. We're watching all the pieces come together. Man, 2025 is looking to be an extremely exciting year for prophecy.
That's it.
Okay? Now, I know Apostle DeHar called it the year of prophecy, what was it, a couple of years back or 2 years ago? 2023, and then we went up, and now we're in a hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. This is an exciting year, man. We only got a couple of things.
Yeah.
It might be the hopeful coming of the MOTB. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say it.
You know?
Yep.
I don't say shit. Whatever the apostle puts it out there. Don't put that on me, Papa.
I hope it. We hope it come though.
There
We
was
hope
a few
it.
years ago, he called it the year of the Barak or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And Jake was mocking like I didn't come, but
Bro,
there's
everything was just set up.
legislation. See,
I
Jake don't think, man.
That year-
They're not spiritual. They're
That
not
Laws
year-
have to be passed.
That year in Neuralink, they had the trials with the brain implant. We talked about the Unicarac, but they had those trials. Elon Musk had those trials with the pig and the monkey. But look, we can read their brainwaves.
Yep.
So yeah, fuck those people.
Now they're talking about having the first successful human trial, and he said, hopefully, we'll have tens, maybe hundreds, or maybe even thousands that's gonna have this Neuralink
It's gonna be the way.
set up.
The way.
Now all of a sudden, China has entered that race to get into the neural.
I
Yeah, a lot of
guarantee you
people-
they're already ahead of
A lot of people associate just Elon like there's hella companies doing this.
Right.
Yes.
There's
you gotta-
all kind of companies.
It's
This is
just
the
a figure.
this is the new wave. Like at one point, it was a computer. And people were like, I don't want to do computers. Next thing you know, everybody got a computer. Then the cell phone. Everybody, I don't want to, I'm just used to this.
Yep.
I don't need the cell phone now. Eventually, in the world to come, you're gonna need that charagma. Now they're presenting it to you right now in an aspect of healing. You know what I'm saying? Convenience. You see what I'm saying? More so healing.
Yeah.
The hand aspect is out there, but Elon represents the fact that I can make you walk when you can't walk. I can make you speak when you can't talk, when you're dumb. I can make you see when you blind. It's
Well,
a
it's gonna
savior.
be how we gonna beat these aliens. If
Right.
you ain't upgraded, these aliens gonna whoop your ass.
Your
Man.
ass. Right. All
Do
of
you
that.
see what these aliens is doing in the sky? Do you want to get on some type of alien level? Well, then you need this Neuralink.
Right. Yep.
Man.
That's why they pushing it.
Right.
And it's a
to
divided
justify
house.
the science that they want to push on you.
Right.
It's a divided house, man. And the divided both sides of this divided house is racing to get to the pinnacle, which is that MOTB.
Right. Let me finish this. This is Hebrews chapter 6 and 13. For when God made promise to Abraham, because he could swear by no greater, he swore by himself, saying, surely blessing I will bless thee, and multiplying I will multiply thee, and that will be through Isaac and Jacob. That's how the seed will be multiplied. It says, and so after he had patiently endured, he obtained the promise. For men verily swear by the greater, and an oath for confirmation is to them an end of strife. So back in the day, when a nigga say I swear to God, or I put that on Big Mama,
Right.
that was that okay, this nigga serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't swear on. I can't swear on nothing greater than Big Mama.
Right.
On my kids.
You know what I'm saying? If he gonna put Big Mama out there,
I had some homies I grew up with. I never met Big Mama. It got to the point where I was putting it on Big Mama. We were so close, you know what I'm saying? Their grandma, she had passed away, and we were so close. I was putting it on Big Mama, and when you put it on Big Mama, you wasn't lying.
yeah, you wasn't fronting.
You ain't gonna play about it.
Yeah.
That's like the oath.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it says, for men verily swear by the greater, and an oath for confirmation is to them an end of all strife. Okay? Wherein God willing more abundantly to show unto the heirs of promise the immutability of his counsel, confirmed it by an oath.
I was saying immutable, unchangeable. See, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna change no matter what you do.
Right.
That's what immutable means.
And the heirs to the promise go through Isaac and Jacob.
That's right.
And the 12 tribes. Okay? It says that by two immutable things in which it was impossible for God to lie, we might have a strong consolation who have fled for refuge to lay hold upon the hope set before us.
I was saying, so the scriptures just said it's impossible for the Most High to lie.
But this world want to tell you that the Most High is lying.
That's what I'm saying. Who you gonna believe? You know?
You know, you'll believe some crackpot TikToker that's making stuff up as they go
Right.
over the person that created the heavens and earth. You know?
Yep. And this is the book of Hebrews. Now, is everybody on the planet Earth a Hebrew?
Absolutely not.
No. Now, there's other, Hebrews, but the Lord is dealing with the Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
Okay? You have different nations that can later claim to say, well, Ishmael, he could say he's a Hebrew, right?
Yeah.
Midian, they could say, well, we're Hebrews. But the chosen lineage was the Hebrews that stemmed from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
And Hebrew ties us to a legacy which is associated with the name of the Heavenly Father, which is associated with a purpose, okay, as Israelites, as the sons of God. Starts with the men and the women to be in order with our power, man.
Yeah.
And that promise is immutable. Again, as the elder said, they want to tell you that the Lord is lying when it comes to what we read in the Bible, but no, we ain't standing on that.
Worship science, don't
what I'm
worship
saying.
God.
And we can't be nice to you regarding these scriptures.
Right.
You see, we can't be foolish when it comes to these scriptures. You know?
Yep. It says, which hope we have as both sure and steadfast, in which entereth into him, into that within the veil.
You say as an anchor, right?
Yeah.
Now what does an anchor do? Right? It keeps the ship steady. Even when the tide come in and the waves go to and fro, it keeps it steadfast, man. Yeah. So you gotta be, your soul is anchored on the hope of that promise that the Lord made. Okay? We're anchored.
Yep.
You believe.
Believe in that.
You're not wavering with doubt. Okay?
That's what justified the Gentiles, their faith and belief in what they heard. That through this man's blood, we can be brought back to the Heavenly Father, man. And ultimately be heirs of the promise that was given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which gives the sons of God access back to the garden eastward in Eden. And this is what we, as the nation of Israel, have been striving to obtain, the righteous man anyway. All right, from the fall, there were always particular men who stuck to the script, and we represent that. All right, through the Spirit.
I got this off the comic book real quickly. You get what you've been. This is the Spiritual Ark 144K. Numbers 23 and 19. The Most High is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Hath he said, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good? So the Most High is determined, or is set on what he puts out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank period.
A man, I'm gonna come get you at 2:30, 4 o'clock. My bad, man.
Yep.
Yahweh Bashim Shai ain't like that.
The Bible is heralded as the #1 book on earth, and in America right now, Bible sales are through the roof because people are wondering why and trying to get answers. Okay, the reason why Bible sales are through the roof right now is because there has not been one prophecy that when you read in the scriptures, that hasn't come to pass, and there's only a couple left. You know, we got the MOTV, we got Armageddon, all right, Jacob's trouble, and then salvation. But when Daniel prophesied that Babylon was going to go down and the Greeks were going to come in, and then the Romans after them, it happened.
That's right. That Ezekiel 37 is beautiful. It's right here.
Yeah.
It's happened. It happened.
It happened, man.
It go dry bones to the kingdom.
Yeah. When the Lord talked about basically how the Israelites were going to go down in Masada and everything, it happened.
It happened.
That was decades before it went down. That the Lord said that was going to happen. All of these things happen, and they're verifiable in history. Okay? Even the day when the Lord stopped the sun in the sky, that's verifiable, man.
That happened.
That's actually in scientific proof that happened, man.
That Deuteronomy 28 happened. Heavy. That's heavy.
Slavery.
That happened.
That's why we woke up, man. It was prophecy that woke us up.
We serve a power that when he speaks, his words manipulate reality.
Oh, man.
It's not like this is just some guy speaking like
Right.
When he speaks, reality conforms to what he's ordained.
That's powerful.
You see what I'm saying? Listen, when you speak when they hear that word almighty, they don't really think about what it means. That means all strength, that nothing happens outside of this instance say so.
God.
Remember Yahweh Shai rebuked the waters, and it was like, what manner of man is this that he control the waters? With the people of waters.
That sounds powerful.
All of these people are controlled. What the elites are doing, the MOTV is the Lord's plan, and he set up men, all right, to put the necessary technology together to bring it forth.
That's right.
Everything is the will of the Lord, including us being in his own state, eating poison. All of that was the Lord's will.
Lord's will.
Bro, thermonuclear weapons.
Yep.
A ridiculously unnecessary weapon.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And you can always, I would say, with the Spirit of the Lord dealing with you, going into these prophecies, everybody else is guessing on what it is. And we telling you, like, no. That ain't talking about arrows being shot across the world. That's talking about thermonuclear destruction. You see? When the scripture talk about the smith that blow up the coals, it's talking about science putting together these missiles that's going to be shot for the war of Armageddon.
Literally, But the Most High said the earth was going to burn up. That's it.
Yep. This is Sirach 38:6, which this is talking about medicine and herbs, but it goes into all things. It says, and he have given men skill that he might be honored in all his marvelous works. He created the smith. All right, so the Lord put the spirit on men to do things, to bring forth what he wants to be done on earth.
That's right.
That's right. When he said he calls all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, that they may receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. There's actually technology out there now that can do that, man. I was watching a video on the latest quantum computer and how powerful it is. Now, so you have supercomputers and you have quantum computers. The latest quantum computer is called Willow. And so they did the test. What they do to test its computing power is to give it a ridiculous mathematic equation that's unsolvable, and see how fast the computer can figure it out. Now, this computer figured that hoe out in 5 minutes. The best supercomputers that are out there that run our world, they say it would take 1 septillion years. That's 1 in 270 years for that computer to figure out that equation. Damn. The computing power that they have now is absolutely unbelievable, and this will allow for AI to keep up with real-time data and be able to computate it. All right, and what blockchain allows is for you to be able to store that data.
Right. Track there, you never
on a digital
that
ledger.
transaction will be there forever.
Forever.
You'll always be able to. Yep.
And it will be able to make decisions. AI is going to govern it. So that technology of Revelation, the 13th chapter, is now out there, bro. To where he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. There's something physical that they want to do.
Yep.
It seems unbelievable when you read it.
Well, we see it.
Nuclear weapons, it seems unbelievable. But is it here? They say the atomic bomb is my son was playing with a nerd gun with his homeboy outside a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's the atomic bomb,
Man.
compared to what they got now. It's a plaything. They can destroy the earth with a couple of them. So these prophecies is jumping off the page, man.
Right. I just did a quick Google search. It says over 12,100 warheads in the world. Over 12,000. You said a couple of them. What you got 12,000 for?
This one has
And that's just what they're saying.
Yeah, that's just what they say.
They never reviewed the real
But you don't need but a couple of them.
That's it. A few.
You don't need that many. The Most High said it was going to be overkill.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Man.
Daniel chapter 12:4. But thou, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
Boom.
Knowledge is being increased, man. We Elder Yashua was talking, a few minutes ago how Elon is he's just a figurehead.
Right.
Okay, when you watch Iron Man and Tony Stark, they'll show him doing some stuff, but he got a lab with all these other scientists doing everything.
He's not in the lab
yeah.
inserting the charagma, the chip in people. No, he's just the face of it. Okay?
He's just the supposed to be swaggy, which he's not. He's not swaggy, but they make him swaggy. You see, real awkward. Right? He's weird. He's weird as hell.
And he's not the richest man in the world.
But he's a billionaire tech mogul.
That's crazy.
Elon Musk.
That's crazy.
And now he's been pushed out there as some type of tech savior. Okay?
Yep. They're setting themselves up as saviors. Now, if you look at Trump's presidency, Elon is kind of like the mouthpiece of it so far. He's the one, right, stepping in, blocking bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, wait a minute. How did this guy get here?
He's an advisor.
He's an advisor. And he just created the cabinet or whatever he's over was something that Trump just created out of thin air to basically give him a position. And it's like, well, wait a minute.
Dodge.
That's fascism.
Dodge.
That's literally the definition of fascism. Fascism. You got the private sector is merging with the public sector. Y'all supposed to be against this. Now you got guys that own these private companies that are basically government puppets dictating the laws of the people, man.
Right.
It's fascism.
Right. Yeah. Well, in 2020, who was telling you what you got to do?
Scientists.
Scientists. People who were into computers, technology, they were telling you this is what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, wait a minute.
Yeah. Or else.
How did he
Or
become
else.
a politician? Well, that was a foreshadowing of what they're getting ready to do. Now, Trump is talking about pulling out of the WHO, right? But we'll see.
You gonna create something new.
We'll create something new.
He
Either
gonna
way it goes,
yeah.
we'll come with that.
That's gonna be the problem, and he's gonna present the solution.
Right.
And then you're gonna have Alex Jones and Andrew Tate and Elon Musk crying on social media, and all you guys are gonna thumbs it up. Joe Rogan.
Right.
His weirdo ass.
The prophets
Oh, that's
of the
weird.
new
Y'all
age.
listen to Joe Rogan, and all he does is talk about all the drugs that he do.
That nigga is a steroid.
Oh yeah, I've tried that too, man. It's trippy, man.
He's the type that try anything. He's always
You know?
That's Esau.
That nigga's a
Bro,
comedian.
he laced Alex Jones blunt.
Damn.
That's Esau.
Did y'all see that on that episode? They sitting there smoking weed, right?
Laughing and shit.
And Alex starts to go, man, what? You know, he's like, well, that actually has these, there's something in it.
Esau.
Hey, hell no.
And so I bust out laughing. And I'm like, yo, that's fucked up.
Caveman.
They put like ketamine in the nigga shit. So Alex Jones is like bugging out. And Joe Rogan just cracking up.
They on the pod. They doing this shit while there's a nigga locked up for 18 years,
Man.
over weed.
Yeah.
They on the goddamn podcast.
Yeah.
Millions of people
This place
watching.
is bugged out, man.
Fucking bugged out.
What did you want him to get some?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we quoted it, 2 Peter.
Read it.
2 Peter 1:19, all right, it reads, we have also a more sure word of prophecy. So this word is sure, like we mentioned. When the Lord speaks something into existence, man, it's gonna happen.
Right.
So that's why the Bible sells up through the roof. Because everybody's starting to go, those guys on the corner, they said this shit would happen.
Yeah.
They've been talking about that mark. I remember that. People are saying, well, let me go see this for myself.
Right.
How am I gonna adjust? How am I gonna prepare?
Well, these different camp leaders are being questioned by their congregation.
Yeah.
In particular, IUIC. So they're now trying to lean in and put a physical thing in there amidst all of the embargo, the white man's, all of this stuff that they said over the years. Now all of a sudden, they put Nero in there and his coin that you had with his seal in it. But that's a physical thing.
Yeah.
And Nero had already did his thing by the time John got that vision. How's a prophecy, not even the prophecy of the MOTB fulfilled with Nero, when Nero had already came and gone? That was like 30 years later when John got that vision.
Wrong.
Yeah. We always read that in Revelation 1:1. It says things that surely must come to pass.
Right.
We're not rewinding back to Nero and say, oh, by the way, that was the mark of the beast. Now they're like, we're not saying it was the mark of the beast, but something like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, chill, nigga.
Well, he said it's gonna happen again. So Nero, that was a physical coin.
Yeah.
So what physical are you gonna have to ultimately accept or bow to?
Yeah.
All right, in these times, man.
These niggas gonna have a
They're not coming out with more coins, my nigga.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Bitcoin.
That's what
Away with
I'm saying.
coins.
You're gonna have to explain that how it's gonna happen now.
Crypto.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
If Nero is gonna happen again.
the concept, the prophecy of the MOTB, the concept is an ancient concept of getting marked.
Right.
Okay, it goes back to the mark of consecration,
what
which
that
you would
mean.
have to basically tattoo, and we found out that they did it in Egypt. Somebody look up branding slaves in ancient Egypt. Ultimately, that was a way that you were identified in the ancient world by a particular brand or a tattoo. What do people who get in Greek fraternities do? They get brands. That goes back to you basically getting a mark on your body in a physical sense to show your alliance to a particular god. And they used to set up registries to make sure that you were down with the god Dionysus. You got to get this leaf branded on you. that lets us know that you're good. Now you're able to move about free. You've showed your alliance or allegiance to our God. In Rome, if a guy was a prisoner or he owed a lot of debt, they would put a tattoo on his forehead, right? And ultimately, if he got caught, they would know, okay, he belongs to, they would know how to match the code.
It permanently submitted somebody as a servant, as a serf, as a slave, right? To show that, okay, this person is this, he belongs to someone, he's like an animal.
Right.
Now, when I Google branding slaves in ancient Egypt,
right,
it said the purpose of branding slaves in ancient Egypt was a way to dehumanize slaves and place them on the same level as animals. It was a permanent marker of their impermanent status.
Now, one of the definitions of charagma is a mark you put on a horse. You put a mark on cattle, and horses to identify them. So the question is, John understood that system of marking. That was something he saw, all right. But he saw this in a whole other, all right, sense. Okay. So with technology increasing to what it is, how could that very system be played out in today's time? If it happened in Egypt, if it happened in the Greek captivity, if it happened with the Romans, how is it going to happen today? If that which is then is now, we believe through the Spirit that the MOTB, that particular chip you see them boasting in, presenting it as this new wave of happiness, safety, health, that's it. That's the new way you will be marked.
Well, Cotton Swab told you when they had those meetings.
Right.
He said that the fourth industrial revolution is going to be
Virgin
with machine.
And this is not medical information.
Yeah.
Just in the news.
But look. So you look up what the purpose of what branded slaves was in ancient Egypt to put them on the level as what, animals. This devil also has that God complex, right? So this is that devil. He's trying to be like the Most High. So him putting that mark in the people is basically him saying, no, I have dominion over creation. I have dominion over these people. That's what it's about.
Right.
But it couldn't have happened back then because Revelation 16:2, it says, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore
Now,
upon
why would keep reading?
a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast.
So how could that be spiritual? Why would you believe in a philosophy give you a rash?
Right.
Because you got to understand, which again, this is not medical information. All of that going on inside of your body, like that you gonna be through.
Bro, I had a smartwatch. Right? And when I was charging it, the light coming off that bitch.
Yeah.
I got it because I had it sitting on the floor, but it's so much light and it lit up the whole room. So all that's going into your wrist.
Radiation.
You know what I'm saying? So with all, if you leave it on there long enough, it's gonna leave a mark on your wrist.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I stopped wearing that motherfucker. But the thing is, it goes from your wrist to your hand. You see how they moving closer and closer and closer?
Yeah.
Now they got these eyeglasses. These eyeglasses. People that don't even be wearing glasses gonna get some of them hoes. Because of the shit that it can do.
And like you mentioned, the technology in it,
Yeah.
like it has that Bluetooth technology in a lot of these devices. And it's been connected recently to women's high infertility rates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you get these Bluetooth devices. forgive me for this, but women use those little toys on themselves. They be fucking up their eggs.
And that goes back to Egypt. Dildos go back to Egypt.
Those eggs. They use those toys. They got that technology in them. And now they fucking up their body.
Yeah.
So the technology he's bringing, it doesn't mix with the human body.
So imagine when they put that thing in your head.
Yeah. It's gonna fuck you up.
Nigga, you gonna be through.
You know what I'm saying? You thinking that it's gonna be a cover. You thinking that it's gonna actually be a blessing. No. That's a snare for your ass, man.
You're gonna be trying to have a thought and there's gonna be an advertisement pop up in your head.
Yeah.
If you receive the mark.
That one movie
Might be a
where
part of the lawsuit.
Implant or whatever it was. That lady was through. She thought she was gonna be
got
Gucci.
that, she jumped off the building at the end.
Yeah, that shit gonna
Get the
drive
name
you
of that
crazy,
movie,
man.
It's good.
Man.
Whatever, you know. If it's,
This is a Bible Truth, Marks of Consecration.
this is from the Biblical Manner and Customs by James M. Freeman.
Yeah, it says,
Because there's different words for mark in the Bible too.
yeah, and that's what it's going over.
Yeah.
Right. Because Ezekiel
Yeah.
9 and 4 is a spiritual mark, meaning exempt from judgment. See what I'm saying? Thawat, you know?
Yeah, so it talks about that. Then it says the allusion is to a very ancient custom.
See, this is an ancient custom.
In Egypt, a runaway slave was freed from his master if he went to the temple and gave himself up to the god, receiving certain marks upon his person to denote his consecration to the deity they worship.
Boom. That's it. And who's the deity? Esau, the beast. So you're gonna take this physical MARK after all that, right? To show that you worship him and you bow to him, Satan.
Going back to Revelation 16 and 2, and to speak on the added, which brothers were saying, that word sore in the Greek is helkos, and it says a wound, especially a wound producing a discharged pus.
That's cancer.
Like, what kind of? No, that's an embargo.
Yeah, that's something physical. That's something that's going to affect your actual
Make
vessel.
you kind.
All right, so you can't chalk it up to being something spiritual.
Kind. That's gonna something's gonna come.
Because
It's
again, this is
somewhere.
an ancient custom, but then that which is then is now. We don't see them talking about you got to get a brand.
What about the sword?
That's niggas hopping around. Whoo. Q-dog
Yeah.
shit. Them niggas doing that, but they
Bootleg.
Biden and the people that are in power ain't telling you're gonna have to get a tattoo.
Right.
So the bottom line is that we're living in a time where that particular prophecy is being fulfilled, man. And it's speaking more than ever. This is why you see us with so much fervency to talk about it, because that's big to us.
Right.
That our power through John the Revelator, had this vision written down for us to receive here now and to see it.
He kept talking about
He
it.
kept talking about it.
It wasn't like he just mentioned it in Revelation 13 and that was it. No, he mentioned it in 14.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
15,
16.
16.
He kept
16.
talking about it like,
Yeah.
get that mark, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm telling you, get that mark. It's it.
Yep.
Right.
What?
God.
He didn't he didn't just mention it one time. It was
Yeah,
a
one time.
big deal as far as the end of the world.
Right, because he gives you the outline of their plan, but then in Revelation the 14th chapter, he gives you the understanding that there's going to be a doctrine against that, directly opposed to it in the form of the new song and a warning not to do it.
That's right.
So if that's written in the Holy Scriptures, why ain't your teacher doing that? Why ain't your teacher singing a new song? They talking about this, that, but they talking about everything of prophecy being fulfilled now.
Right.
Before they come
prophets.
forth, I tell you of them.
They prophets, but they don't prophesy. They quick to put the prophets do this, the prophets do that, you know? But then when you ask them to actually prophesy, they get offended, you know?
Yep.
They're not barking.
They're
Lord gonna
offended
show-
by what's written in the volume of the book.
The Lord gonna show who he dealing with, man.
Yo, that's why the Lord, get that in, what's that, Jeremiah 5, you got something?
Y'all have one.
Yep, go ahead.
Ezekiel 12:25. For I'm the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word, and will perform it, said the Lord power.
So the Lord ain't showing, the Lord ain't telling us nothing that ain't gonna be done, man. You see? I would say everybody got a Bible, but only a small group of men is prophesying.
Right.
You see? They can't go into the Bible and say this is talking about this or that's talking about that. You know? And it's gonna come a point. I would say, y'all always been talking about this, y'all always been talking about that. Well, the elder just read that it's gonna come a point to where it's not just gonna be talk.
Like Noah.
You know?
I was just saying this.
When they got to raining, they got to raining. And I was saying, once it started raining, it didn't stop till every fucking body was dead.
And that's when Noah's investment paid off.
That's right.
He invested his life into building, a boat to be delivered because he believed in the vision.
Right.
It's not like just Noah just woke up on this. No, the Lord showed him, I'm for the flood. All
Right. And it scared Noah to the point to where he got in order. The fear of the Most High.
Yeah.
It was the fear of the Most High that moved him to build a boat. You see?
Yep.
And the Lord waited until the boat was finished.
Right.
He gave him plenty of time. Waited till the boat was finished. Waited till the people had ran their mouth to the point to where, okay, it's about to go down.
Right.
You know, said the Lord opened up the heavens. Water was coming. It was coming from up and down. He pretty much put the squeeze on these people with water.
Yep. But then you had the Nephilim around.
Oh,
and
boy.
then the 2,500 feet men. Well, how you flood that nigga? You gonna flood that guy? They were taller. They could have just stood up.
I'm telling you. Yeah. He like this and shit.
Like a pool, they in a pool and shit.
Oh, you gonna flood the earth? Well, nigga, I'm gonna stand up.
Oh,
Come on, man.
that's terrible.
That's the confusion of all of these philosophies, man.
Yeah, I was saying that's why the Bible got a bad rap, because of you so-called Christians, man.
Yep.
Stanking it up the damn field.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And so now it's the prophet's job to come back and say, no. Let's talk about this.
Yep.
No. See, when you go into the Greek, when you go into this, when you go into that, of course the Spirit of the Lord dealing with you, but it's a whole lot of moving parts to be able to understand this thing.
Right, because that letter that John wrote was written to the churches in Asia Minor, all right, scattered Israelites. And when you look at all of those territories, they have been already, that goes back to the territory conquered by Antiochus, okay, the Greeks. So the majority of the people who that letter was written to were Israelites who understood Koine Greek. So why did he use the word haragma? There's various different Greek words for mark. Point blank period, man. So y'all are running out of wiggle room when it comes to the MOTB, and we just gonna keep prophesying because it's coming to pass.
It is. It's immutable. The M to the O to the T to the B is talking about one thing, man. It's only talking about one thing.
Yep.
And the more you change it, the more we gonna come back and say, no, it's this.
Right.
Nope. It changed every week. So that's how you know when you was going into how the congregation is questioning them. Every week is something different.
Yep.
They spending more time butchering the M to the O to the T to the B than they are teaching the laws.
That's right. Or remixes in R. Kelly, man.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
it's a commandment not to take it. That's a commandment.
Right.
So if you take that, you broke the commandment.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, I got a precept. James chapter 1, verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
See, and wisdom of knowledge, wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of the elect, because once certain things are happening, the elect are going to have the mind, boom, because their teacher, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah, that word constantly was instilled in them.
That's it.
So they're going to know, boom, and the Lord is going to work with them. But those who are unstable and disobedient,
Yep.
you going to be like, well, my teacher said this, well, am I going to die if I take it? Nah, not really.
Lying spirits.
So that gray, Jacob take advantage of a gray area.
Oh, yeah.
See, this word that what we're telling Israel is a definite. We ain't giving you no room to wiggle. So when it comes, and now it's up to you.
Yeah.
The
Your
spirit.
yay be yay or your nay be nay.
So they know gray. A lot of these camps have left their congregations walking into Jacob's trouble with a gray area. They don't know if Hebrews is the word of God. They don't know if this, the name. They just kind of like, all right,
No, timid. But with, like you mentioned, with the middle-grade millstone, man, everything's like, nigga, it's this.
Right.
That's it. It ain't no, it's this. It's exactly that. So with these other groups,
Pure, all things are pure.
when you don't have a sure foundation, when you confront it with particular situations, you start to move timid. But in Jacob's trouble, man, the Lord is, you're gonna have to move and make the right call.
Yep.
Right then.
Right.
So you got it.
Not only is it this, and we're being clear and straightforward, it's growing. The manifestation is growing at the same time while we're saying it's this.
Right.
So the Lord is turning up the volume to show that we're right.
The effects of the
Right,
vision.
leading all the way up until it actually happening in their face. So it ain't no coincidence. It's by design from the heavens for His man to harp on it. So when it happened, it's a huge sign on top of all the other signs that these were the men of the Lord, and that you should have listened the whole damn time. And you would be prepared if you did. But since you didn't, now you ain't got no faith in it, even though it's right in your face. And now you thinking about eating more than obeying that commandment.
Right.
You see how that's gonna work?
The Lord set it up. I love that show, First 48, when they bring the nigga in the room, and he said, I ain't talking. And they show him all the evidence to where he's like, damn. The Lord got to set up to where the prophets, as we speak, we show you the evidence. Look at what these people are doing. Look at the thing.
Breaking it down. now.
We show it to them to where like, nigga, damn, they watch it
Yep.
on the side. They're like, this is irrefutable. Like,
That's right.
shit, I can't, like, there's no way it can't be this.
Right.
So then when they go and ask their teachers, they try to explain it every week, but the people, they still like,
You listening to them
That
great
don't make
business?
sense.
That ain't really got the power it used to have.
They in the
whole
class.
break thing.
Yeah, it's over.
they in the class kind of scratching their head like, damn, this is definitely not as thorough as what I heard. Or what I seen. They showed it to me, then they read it. And they showed me for all these different, it's like, so now it's like, damn, even though they weren't taught that way when they confronted with it, they gonna make the wrong choice. They gonna take it.
Oh, yeah.
But they are, in their spirit, they gonna be like, yo, I know damn well I should be. So they gonna be condemned.
No faith.
Yeah.
Think about how the fuck I'm gonna eat if this is my only chance. I ain't got no faith further than this. Cause I wasn't exercising myself in the grace period.
Right.
So this grace period is to build yourself up for that trouble.
That's right.
So if you didn't exercise yourself, that means you didn't listen. You ain't gonna hit a button and all of a sudden you're gonna have enough faith to just not eat and hope for the Lord to just land some heavenly bread for you or whatever how you gonna be. You ain't gonna have it, man.
It's gonna be game time.
It's gonna be game time. You ain't gonna
You're not gonna know how to operate in the
Right,
spirit.
right, that's right, that's right. That's right.
Remember how many people cracked? Remember how many people cracked up when they came to the jump shot? When the jump shot came out, niggas was like, I ain't getting that, I ain't getting that. And then they said you gonna lose your job, and niggas is like, bitch, I get 3 of them. I got the booster, I got everything.
And that's because at the center of a lot of these camps of ministry, faith isn't pushed the way it should be. Yeah. What's pushed in a lot of these other camps is, oh, you gotta do this. You.
Yeah.
It's not leaning on the Lord.
right.
So when they confronted with situations like that,
That's
their
true.
defense mechanism is to go back to the flesh. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. They don't lean on Yahweh Shah.
See, yep.
And they don't
Pushing Yahweh Shai don't make you a lot of money.
Right.
Pushing the fact that this walk, some temptation and thorn and a hell, that's not really
It's not sexy.
Can't
That's not
sell
comely,
that.
yeah.
I'm
It's not
catching
sexy.
hell. You don't see I'm catching hell
Yeah.
t-shirts.
I'm losing.
See that?
I'm losing bad.
But when you,
I got a baby. You don't know what the fuck to do. You don't see them hats.
Right. I'm down bad.
I'm down bad.
I'm down bad.
You can finish with your
when you,
Well, in the end, all of those gimmicks is gonna get stripped away at the end.
God.
The gimmicks that got these places, some of these organizations kind of running.
Yep.
Everybody's gonna resent that one scripture talks about how the mother and the father want to kill you, something like that. In Ezekiel, can't remember how it goes. But basically, the congregation is gonna turn on a lot of these people, man. Once they Zechariah, they're gonna realize, man, all these damn gimmicks they have nothing to do with salvation, man.
and that's what I wanted to wrap my statement up with. None of these people actually understand the access to protection. That faith in Yahweh Shah, leaning on him, is going to be the access to protection in that day. But they don't understand that. So when it comes time to be protected and covered, they ain't gonna know what to do.
Because the majority of them are leaning on the law.
That's faith.
And the law can't save you.
They don't keep the law.
It can't save you. Right, you ain't keeping it no way. Even though you're pretending, okay? But it can't save you. So that's not though we exercise to the best of our ability, that's not going to get you out of here, man.
Right.
Listen to what the Lord say.
I got this for you, Ariel. This is Zechariah 13:2. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will cut off the names of all the idols out of the land, and they shall no more be remembered, including Jesus Christ.
Right.
And also,
Chiefly Jesus Christ.
yeah, he got to go.
Jesus, Allah, all that is going to be done away with, man.
Yep. And also, I will cause the prophets and the unclean spirit to pass out of the land. And it shall come to pass that when any shall yet prophesy, then his father and his mother that begat him shall say unto him, thou shalt not live.
Yeah, man. So you got a lot of these guys that are chief of their congregation, and the people are going to be listening to them saying, you need to die, man.
Your mom.
Kill this nigga.
All right?
Yep.
A mob.
Invite your ass over and attack your ass. Imagine T.D. Jakes, if his mom was still alive, choking his ass to death.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's gonna be a long show.
Nigga ain't even got no neck.
Get the grip on that.
it says, his father and his mother that begot him shall say unto him, thou shalt not live, for thou speakest lies in the name of the Lord. And his father and his mother that begot him shall thrust him through when he prophesied. So some of y'all gonna be on camera, right? And you gonna be read in the book, in the beginning, right? And your mama will beat your ass on camera.
That butcher knife. Shake your ass like a prison nigga.
Butcher knife.
You see this shit going like this.
You're full of shit, man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You full. That's what I say, man. This Bible don't lie, man. This Bible don't lie. I can only imagine what that's saying in NLT. Right.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the prophet shall be ashamed every one of his vision, because he had a false vision. All right? So false prophets are going to be dealt with. Those who handle the word of the Lord deceitfully, made merchandise of the ministry. The Lord seen all that, selling Hebrew names, selling breakdowns.
Right. Yeah. They selling breakdowns?
Marriage count, they could become a marriage counselor.
It's really degenerate. I really should charge more.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do it for you. Low cost.
Right. With Skittles in his back
$49 a
teeth.
month
Of your life.
This nigga got Skittles in his back teeth talking to you and your woman.
Yeah.
Didn't the Lord say, buy the truth and sell it not?
Yeah, buy the truth and sell it not. Now, there's nothing wrong with the congregation giving tithes and offerings. It's nothing wrong with that. Technically, the men of the Lord should be taken care of, but we ain't in those times. We're under a curse. The priests were taken care of. Why do you think the priests were on the outskirts and ultimately 10% was given unto them? Because they had to deal with the temple. They had the high priest had the communion. They had a very, very important job. So the Lord put them on the outskirts away from everybody so they could be focused. We now take on that duty in a spiritual sense, but we got to work. We got to work. I would love if I didn't have to. That's 8 hours a day, sometimes more, that you have to dedicate to something you don't have no care about. Yeah. But it's a part of the curse. The scripture told Adam, ultimately, from the sweat, now if you want to eat, you got to work. So that's a part of getting what eating, because we were supposed to just walk around. The grocery store is the earth.
That's right.
The produce comes out of the earth.
Yep.
You see, but the curse is now, you gotta wake up in the morning, and the scriptures tell you that's vain to live that kind of life where you stay up late, you stand up late looking at the phone, brothers sending messages, you sending messages back, right? Then 4 hours later, you gotta be up.
Yeah, you right back to the phone.
Lord, get your ass.
Like, damn.
Right, you right back to the phone. I don't use it. I never use it.
They don't
I don't press snooze ever. I turn it on, but
The Lord got my spirit to where I wake up, even if I have a flight the next day, if I gotta be up at a specific time, I get up.
Yeah, because when it's time to get up, you get up.
I get up.
All that snoozing for 5 minutes. Man, get your ass up, man, the fuck up.
Lately, I've been
I cannot stand that shit.
I'm guilty of that.
You can't stand my black ass this last week. That's all I'm saying. Like 30 more minutes. 10 billion. I mean, I'm on time to where I gotta go, but I gotta stay 30 minutes longer. Because and I usually don't do that. I'm usually there. Lately, I
Shit keep going on. You ain't gonna be able to do that if you stay around me.
Nah, yeah, you prudent 2.0.
You gonna get up.
Time to go.
Get one alarm. Because alarm's annoying. It's named an alarm.
It scares the hell out of you.
I don't want to feel like
You don't
so
want-
you
you
get
already
one
know.
alarm.
Hey,
Don't
well-
alarm me twice.
What is the scripture that says when you wake somebody up with a loud voice in the morning, that's a curse unto you? You know what I'm saying? I forget that's in the book of Proverbs.
Anxiety in that body already.
Somebody find that.
Yeah, it throws you.
You ain't really.
That's in Syria.
It's in the book of Proverbs. Yeah, loud voice. Just type in loud voice. This is hell, man. So, but that's a part of the curse. But it's nothing wrong with the congregation. If you want to help the brothers out, man, that'll be a blessing unto you.
Right.
Because I remember, I think either you did this one, and I rebuked you with it years ago. Because if he say I'm gonna be there at 7, he's there at 6:40.
I'm telling
So you like, damn. I ain't even brush my teeth yet.
I ain't like that no more. It'll calm me down. I used to be.
But you gotta be like that in certain situations. But then sometimes you gotta allow the spirit to be the spirit.
I used to sit on the porch waiting on your ass.
But that actually helped me. It helped me. You know what I'm saying?
Waiting for the Proverbs 27:14 says, he that blesseth his friend, yes, he did. He that blesses his like, how you saw that? He that blesses his friend with a loud voice, rising early in the morning, it shall be counted a curse to him.
The military.
Get up, maggots! Alright, bro, we said this certain time. I'm like, wait, man.
And what's that scripture? It is vain for you to rise up. Psalms
127. Yeah. Psalms 127.
We live vain lives, man. But we sincere in the spirit. We got to fight through it because we understand that's associated with the curse, man. That's a condition of the battle. You can't allow the curse to overcome you. Now we're under the curse, but your life in overcoming should be your mindset.
Right.
Psalms 127:2. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sleep.
That's the life of a slave, and that's what you do. You get up early. You go. You get up early. You go get some BS to eat, which I don't even eat early in the morning.
Hell no.
I can't eat fast
till about 12.
Go to work. Yeah. Okay. You might wake up when you get older. You wake up and take a shit. Piss.
Yep.
You know, young brothers don't do that yet. It's coming. You wake up, take a shit, shower, do whatever, go to work, be there, and doing something you completely don't give a damn about.
You're not thinking about this.
When you first 30 minutes, you don't care about none of that shit. You're not going to work.
Yeah.
Not Carlton. You work? No, man.
It's not on you.
What job you got? You don't care about that job.
Because we're doing this work, but we have a plan for the future tied to it.
Yeah. When you at work, your mind is not there.
This is a real
You have to force yourself to be. And you're around people you don't care. You know, whatever. Then you get off work, you're in traffic. Right?
Another fight.
You get home, depending on if you have kids or not, your situation's going to be whatever it is.
Try to get a workout in.
Try to do a little bullshit ass workout. Right? You take another shit. Now you got to figure out, okay, what's the lesson I'm going to do? Like, some brothers, they get to figure out their lesson while they're at work. So some brothers don't get that opportunity. And you try to plug back in with the bros. You see it's 144 messages.
And you gotta try to
chat. Right.
Sit there, you didn't scarf that food down. Now you sitting there in front of the computer. Okay, what are we talking about?
Then who come that woman? And them kids, who come
Or if they ain't directly there, they just making a bunch of noise.
Help. So you eat your food with like, and now you convicted on, am I even giving my time to the Lord? So we need out of here, man. You know? You need to be up late.
Great person.
Because, you know, you're trying to consume this information and digest it and, you know, speak to it and filter it through the scripture. So, yeah, you don't go to bed till late. Then you get up in the next morning and you do it again. That's the life of a watchman.
Now don't leave out the time is short, because you thought you could do the same shit you could do last year or year before in the same amount of time. Hell no.
Yeah.
Time is a lot faster.
Yeah.
So you gotta, what the Lord is doing, the Lord is squeezing us to make better decisions. He's letting us know you can't do all that like you could last year.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to cut some shit off.
You gotta accept
to focus on. The Lord do that on purpose.
Yeah.
He's putting us in a squeeze and forcing us to make a decision in this horrible flesh being.
Yeah.
We have this truth, this treasure in earthen vessels, and He's having mercy on us because of that. So now our faith is on the line. Now we gotta have faith to be justified, to work through it all.
Yeah, you don't have time to be this great husband. You don't have time to be the father of the year. So stop stressing yourself. I don't mean go home and kick the shit out your kids. You know, but that worry and stress of the world
because it be on your mind.
It be on your mind, and it's natural for it to be on your mind.
Yeah.
But you ain't got time for that.
It's true.
You just do the best you can. If they down, they down. If they not, hey,
it's true.
It sucks, but it's real.
That's true, because I don't remember the last time I made my own bed. My wife take care of all that shit. I don't do nothing. I mean, just, not saying I can't do shit. You be so busy and active, and you trying to get over here. You got to find this phone call and the damn mail and all this shit and the passwords. Remember we talk about them passwords? It's 72,000 passwords. You got to remember
all them
all those goddamn passwords. That's a
time
demon.
is going faster than it did before.
Yeah.
Wait,
So by the time you looked up, it's fucking 11:40. My brother said 144 today. You're like, damn. Call all y'all about shit. But you didn't even know it was that late.
Right.
Bro, you feel behind all fucking day.
Right.
Literally, you feel behind a lot of the time.
Coffee don't work no more. Tea don't work.
No.
It's
Yeah,
like,
you just
there
drinking
comes
that
a
shit
point
just
where
because
certain
it's kingdom.
tea and things like that will give you energy.
Yeah.
A year ago, it's like the shit don't even work no more. So you're just
That's a
literally
GMO now.
coasting through the day. It's all the spirit that got us here.
Yeah,
It's the spirit.
It's the spirit that keeps us in the state.
That's facts. That's facts.
Hearing all our testimonies and hearing what your brothers got to say, our people don't understand how important and how valuable the kingdom is. We
Yeah.
need that.
It gives us rest.
We need
why
like
it's
that's
called
the
rest.
goal, nigga.
It
You
comes
need
with
the
healing in
kingdom.
its wings. Because the new body is going to afford us to never have to worry about none of this. Once we get the new body, that's the new covenant. When we in the new covenant, you think we're going to have these complaints in the new covenant?
Hell
When we
no.
fully in the new covenant, to where the Lord fully is dwelling in us, we won't have
All
a
these
complaint in the world.
worries.
They got me with that.
Bills, nigga.
You in the shower crying. No, you ain't in that.
Right.
That's done.
God.
Yep. And you go, we don't even know what a day feels like. Go ahead.
Psalms 126,
Okay, I get
starting at verse 1. It says, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion,
We need help, nigga.
we were like them that dreamed.
God.
It's like a dream.
Yeah.
Because you got to imagine, when we get to the chariot, when we get on the chariot, that's like the warriors coming home from their tour. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be like, oh shit. And bro, we going to see Howard Shine
That's crazy.
face to face.
Wow.
Face to face. He going to be right there.
Save it. Redeem it.
Come on, man.
I don't think I'm
No more of this.
Right.
You know, no more
gotta take
podcasts,
my knees.
no more scrolling, pop the balloon,
Okay. Email.
Right.
all of that. None of that.
50,000 emails you never
I
checked.
got way more than that.
Man, I
Notifications.
got so many emails.
I might have 144,000.
I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
Right. Psalms 126, verse 1. I'll read it again. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dreamed. Now, when you think about that, just go back to times when you had a dream that was so in depth and like, whoa, and you woke up, and you're like, dang, that was a dream. That's how it's gonna feel, because the difference between this life and the next is incredibly far apart. It's like infinity. There's no number of distance. It's ridiculous, man, how it's gonna be versus this world. So when we come to that new body, now, guess what? Now, our back don't hurt, we ain't got pains.
Yeah.
Now we feel how it feels to have a heavenly body, to bear the image of the heavenly, and not have this regular mortal flesh, because we're gonna be immortal forever. The heathen's gonna have mortal flesh forever. We ain't gonna never have to taste mortal flesh
That's gonna be
again.
your glory.
Okay, then you add everything else that we know about the kingdom and things we don't know. It's gonna be like that. This was a dream, man. Okay.
That's beautiful.
Verse 2. Then was our mouth filled with laughter. Then was our mouth filled with laughter, and our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, the Lord hath done great things for them.
It's the people of the Lord.
I don't even know how to
They
see.
winning,
They
they
gonna see
shining.
I'm learn.
Yeah.
So their enemies beheld them getting beaten up. They're gonna, those elites as they're in those bunkers, they're gonna, they're gonna be fighting, but they're gonna see the Lord deliver His people, man. It's gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah. See, this whole time we've been making movies about people coming out of space and making movies about these different things, and these people are that in real time.
Yeah, Independence Day.
And that's how you know when it says they're gonna gather the different leaders of different countries, the Putins, whoever, right? And they're gonna bow down and gonna say, surely God is in thee. Why they gonna say that? It's gonna be so obvious, because the Lord's gonna show out. Okay, when the Lord changes us, He's gonna show out with how He changes us and how we look, because we're bearing the the heavenly image. So he gonna make it an obvious difference. Like, yeah, this is when you have our image and that's that image. Ain't gonna be close, bro.
Right.
You know?
Right. I can't wait.
That's right.
And we gonna be laughing. And that's on the chariot. And we gonna know each brother, we gonna know who we are. We gonna know, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real name.
Real
Right.
name.
That's in there. That's in the script.
Large multitude cheering us on, the angels.
Come on, man.
You know? Go ahead.
Verse 3, the Lord have done great things for us, whereof we are glad. Turn again our captivity, O Yahweh, about you, Yahushua, as the streams in the south. They that sow in tears, right now, right, we sowing in tears, we're suffering for Yahushua, right? They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. He that goeth forth and weepeth, beareth precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him. So, bro, it's going to be a total different level of life, and we're so close, okay? So when we talk about the beast system, and we seeing everything coming to pass, we seeing it connecting, that's just a sign like, bro, like we're that close of out of here, bro. And when it's over, I said it's all, when it's over, it's over. You ain't got to think about this no more when it's over. So even if you got, you know, we got 2 years, 3 years, whatever we got left, we know we're at the end of this thing.
We ain't gonna have to prophesy no more.
Right. None of that, bro. And again, these years ain't years no more. So you got to factor that in, brothers. All you brothers and sisters, you got to factor this in when you sitting there and say trying to mess with you, man. It ain't over. Ain't nothing gonna happen, bro. A year ain't a year no more. 2 years that ain't shit no more. We're close, bro.
Right.
Follow the scriptures, man. He's shortening the time. Do you believe that or not? If you believe that he's shortening the time, well, then you know it's short. The time is short, and every year he shortens it more and more every year if you're paying attention. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 7:29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none, and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not.
Right. So when you hear that time is short, you're supposed to connect that spiritually. You're supposed to connect that with the Lord shortening the time, because you understand he's mastering this thing on another level. His ways are not your ways. Try to get on his level and try to reach some understanding and get closer to him so you can have a better understanding of what's going on. We measure the time, but also we measure it understanding that he's shortening the time. Precept upon precept, here a little, there a little. We connect it all together. Go ahead.
And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
Now buy as you possess not. Okay, you got a new car. Great. It's cool, brother. I like it. So the fuck what? Yeah. Okay, you got a new house. Cool. Maybe I come over and see it, give you a house gift. So the fuck what? You got a new woman. She do good by you. Great. Right. I don't give a fuck. That's your woman. Yeah. So what?
None of these things are
you know what I'm saying? Women can turn the next. She can turn on you tomorrow.
Exactly.
We know this.
Yeah.
Hopefully she don't. We love you, brother. We hope that's a blessing. The Lord threw you a nugget. Cool. But we deal all this in a balance of understanding that it's over, man.
Right.
So you don't fall in love, because what happens naturally in a mortal person, they get a new car, they're gonna fall in love with it. You washing it every day. You know what I'm saying? Right. Right.
Don't slam
you know
my dope. Don't slam that dope.
I guess when your kids got the kids, they leave a fingerprint on them. Yeah. Goddamn, who like because you got too much passion into this shit.
Cherry.
No, man. So we gotta grow. Part of growing the inner man is not caring too much about these material things that can be stolen, that can rust. We trying to stack treasures in heaven, man. The spiritual bank account. And we gotta keep that mind frame. But Satan gonna play. He gonna try to drill you here and try to set you up to get you so excited where you forget about the word. You know what I'm saying? No, you too focused on the new shit. The new thing you should be focused on is the new heaven, man. That's coming.
Exactly.
That's it.
New heaven and new earth.
That's it, man. You know?
At the end of the day, that's your determination.
That's right.
That's what you actually going through. Now, we're not saying go live on the street corner and just wait for us to get here every Friday. So you go, hey, I'm a man of the Lord, I preach.
I've been here all day.
Don't be a dumbass. But what it's saying is don't put your energy into it, man. Be sober-minded.
Right.
Okay? Like, I looked up the word sober, one of the days said be dispassionate.
That's right.
To where you don't have no emotional feelings towards it. You know? You're not wrapped up emotionally about what you got going on, whether it's wife, children, work, do this, do that.
In love with them.
Right.
You handle it, but you're dispassionate. You're indifferent.
You can take it or leave it.
There's a level of indifference you have to maintain to keep your mind on the mission.
Yep.
Right.
And
And
every
nobody's
time,
gonna understand.
and every time you you get passionate about it, always
Always.
does something to be like.
It's tainted.
You get into your woman, you like, man, I like her. It's a good woman, man. And she'll just flash or just do some shit.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Get back down to earth to reality.
You remember,
It's true.
we in
It's true.
we in the world.
It's
And
true.
he does that to the men of the Lord. Because if the Most High want to keep you in this thing, certain things in your life is gonna get sabotaged.
Yes, he gonna disappoint you on purpose.
Okay? I be trying to have shit.
Yeah.
I just can't. Because the Most High will be right here. You remind me.
He said, get your ass.
Right,
You know,
because because we think a lot of times, you know, you're confident in yourself, so you think, well, I can handle this. The Lord knows you better than you know yourself.
Yeah.
He already know if you can handle this or not. He already know if he gave you this, your ass ain't gonna be reading.
Yeah.
You know, so you ain't gonna be doing a lot of shit that you're supposed to be doing. A lot of good things in the spirit you're supposed to be doing. It's gonna lack overall, and he knows that. So he gonna put if he love you and you're his son, he's gonna put a block up just to show you. Nope.
Yeah. Well, I was watching that movie, the new movie that came out, Fire Inside, about Clarissa Shields. And it's in the theaters, man. It came out Christmas Day. And basically her coach Jason, he knew, he's like, she good as hell, bro. I gotta make sure that she stay locked in. So things that she wanted to have a little boyfriend. Oh yeah, you ain't gonna have no boyfriend in my gym. Nah, stay away from that. You know, you need to be focused on this. Most High is gonna be that coach in the sky.
Right.
Through the spirit.
That's right.
To keep you locked in on achieving the goal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
So we gotta understand that, because just like you said, the time is short and we're right there.
We're right. It's
I mean, you can taste it sometimes. Sometimes you see certain information in the news, you're like,
it hits you in the face.
Push the button. I'll push it. Where's it at?
So we gotta stay in that locked in spirit.
Simone, you got a comment?
That's
You sure?
I had that word indifference. I got the noun.
Okay, let's go,
All
Chip.
right, so the word indifference, it says the quality of being either good nor bad, neutral quality. So like with everything that's going on in the world, you're like, if it goes good, it goes good. If it don't, I don't care either way.
It's gonna burn up anyway.
Yeah, I'm concerned with something past all of this.
Right.
You're looking past your job. You're looking past the people that are in your circle. You're looking past all of these things.
Like Anton Daniels, he's not like that.
Yeah.
He's
right here.
He's all about, you know what I'm saying?
He all in to this.
And that's what, hey, what you just said, brother, that's walking by faith and not by sight. Because the sight is going to be disappointing here and there. It's going to be roller coasters in the sight. So you can't let that drive the centerpiece of your life. You know, it has to be the Lord, because without that, you're doomed.
Yeah, we brought up the analogy some months back. You're not going to start buying furniture for a house that's condemned. Somebody said, you can stay in this condemned house, but we're tearing it down on the first. You're not going to go buying furniture and trying to renovate it. Nigga, this place is condemned.
I'm gonna get the lights turned on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're not gonna go bust your life to fix up a spot that you know is about to be demolition. And that's what you see a lot of these Hebrew Israelite camps do. They want to tell you and boast about what building they got or what they selling and what they making in this world, when it don't mean nothing. Shit. No one cares.
I got a precept. This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 2. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
Right, go ahead, read that again.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 2. Set your affections on things above, not on things on the earth.
I being single. So if your eye is single, the Lord will give you the spirit from the heavens, the wisdom, that light, to zone in on him so that these other things don't affect you. That's part of the eye being single, so the other things won't affect you, because you'll be full of light. If you're full of light, you got vision to see that. That's bullshit. Wisdom gives you the vision to see, oh, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else, oh, shit, they lose it, because they lack the vision. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Right. There's nothing wrong with liking nice things. Right. It's better, I want it, but it's better to ultimately seek heaven to come on earth.
Right. Exactly.
Because that's where it ain't gonna ever be taken away from you. Watch everything, this flesh is tied to mortal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. See, and we're in war.
Right.
And Jake crying about the heathen. We're in war. We're in a spiritual war. And Jake is, I mean, like you always say, Elder, if we were in a literal war, these Israelites would have, we'd be dead. Fucking with them.
They give up on